Okay, so my topic is about misrepresentation. We learned this in class, and I wanted to research a little bit more about it because I think it's like a really important topic to talk about it and to share with my classmate or with anybody that wants to see this. But I think it's a really huge, like not big issue like in the 19s or way before, but it's still a big issue about equality for men, for women and men. Um, my background information is I researched uh, this about equality that they were talking about on this website, and the Guardian stated that the 18th century bestseller and inquired into the duties of the female sex by clergyman Thomas Gisborne advocated, I believe, is still popular, that the brains of men and women are hardwired to occupy different but complementary roles. With this overlap, Gisborne acknowledged the superiority of the female mind is ambivral, which means better than everyone or everything of the same type. Cordelia Fine book called Delusion of Gender, she's a psychologist too, she mentioned about what the social expectations of when people say man up or act as a real woman, which in the 18th century, that meant that many girls accepted that belief or excessive femininity which they're supposed to be doing what only girls are supposed to do, like housework, be at home, cook for their husband, clean the house, stuff like that. Um, Also, like, but nowadays everything is different because males and females have roles, and that's because they need a salary for their family. But there is always a certain group of males that wants to do everything with the power they have. Like they see a woman less superior than them. They think they can do more than women can do. Like they see women as a weak person that they can do the job they do, and they're not like strong enough to do certain job. Okay, so also nowadays we live in an overloaded world with full of advertisements from commercials on TV to posters on the sides of the buses. Also we see the ads every time when we open a magazine or a web page in the internet, which all this publicity has a big significant effect, and the stakes are often about more than deciding if you should buy or not a certain product, which is like making people buy something or making a woman look skinny with a perfect body, just like this ad from Victoria's Secret. They have like a good, they're showing the underwear with the perfect body, and then girls these days see that and they think they should look like that. So that's why sometimes they have eating disorders. Like in this other article, I searched it up, and then this is like about one out of four female college students are in an unhealthy diet and of controlling their weight. This is mostly because when they see advertisements of women having a perfect body, they want to be like those ads girls. This is why there's women that suffers from eating disorder. Just like I said a little while ago, there is a lot of girls that suffer from this because they think they're fat, and every time they weigh themselves, even though they're skinny, they see themselves as a fat person, and they don't want to look like that because they feel insecure of themselves. So like now especially women have like serious problem, but psychological of the advertisement, because every time they see advertisements of women looking sexy or having a perfect body, like slim and tall and have like a nice skin color, they want to look like that way. My current evidence is I searched up about this University of Buffalo researchers. So they covers of the Rolling Stone magazine from 1967 to 2009 to see the changes of the sexualization of men and women in popular media. Also, Rick Neuer, PhD, stated that a provocative new study tends to confirm that the portrayal of women in the popular media over the last several decades have become increasingly sexualized, even pornified, which nowadays is like really common for women to be used like a sexual object. And then that's how that's in ads. They always use women to look really sexy and sensual to to make people buy stuff like the products they're trying to sell. Also, Houghton said that we find the frequency of sexual images of women in popular media, combined with extreme intensity of their sexualization, to be cause of concern. Uh, University of Buffalo researchers found out that images of women are having a really negative consequences, and also for men. They choose this magazine because it's about music and not about sex or relationships. But the magazines also contains politics, film, television, and current events and how women and men are portrayed generally in popular culture. I read all about this research, and then this current event is women are more frequently sexualized than men. So that means like we will see always in TV how women are always seen as really sexy person. So that's how media sometimes think about women or like influence other people about how a woman should look like or what a perfect body is. So why we should we care about this and why is it important? Well, I found this. I think it was like really important to put this quote up. It it was from this website called the Media Smart. So they stated that advertising, particularly for fashion and cosmetics, has a powerful effect on how we see ourselves and how we think we should look. Women's magazines in particular have a tremendous influence on body image, with researchers reporting that teenage girls rely heavily on them for information on beauty and fashion, valuing their advice nearly as highly as that of their peers. So, just like this quote is saying that the media has a huge impact on us, especially girls that are in their 20s or especially teenagers that are growing up and see everything in the TV. So, everything that they see in the TV, they want or they want to look that way. So, we should care because not everything that we see in TV or magazines isn't real. So, most of the time, they photoshop it so there is not like a perfect body in this world. Like everyone has like different type of body, like skinny or a little bit more with a little bit more waist and everything. So I think there is not like a perfect body to be saying this woman has like a really perfect body and everyone should look this way. um And then what we can do about this issue, I think we should start to not believe on what we see on TV because that's what influences us. The the media has this huge power that makes people believe on a lot of things. Also, we can also collect a lot of data about this topic and how the media influences a lot in the presentation in schools to make girls see that just the way you look like you're just perfect and you don't have to try to be someone else like in the media. So we can start also showing to those who thinks of us a weak woman, for example, some men's to do some men's work, so that way we can demonstrate that we're not that weak as some men thinks we are. So I feel like every time we show something we are like standing up for us. So